તમે બધા હિન્દી સમજો છો ને અહીંયા થોડું થોડું સમજ પડી જશે હિન્દી. મારે સ્પીક વેરી સિમ્પલ, they will understand. We've come first time. We've come to Gujarat first time. In Srimad Bhagavatam, this Srimad Bhagavat have glorified Gujarat. Where did the Bhakti Devi manifested? Dakshin in the west. Bhakti Devi manifested in the west. After that, Bhakti Devi came. She came to Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, she had two sons. One Gyan and one Vairagya. After that, after she left Maharashtra and came to Gujarat. When she came to Gujarat, Bhakti Devi became old and the boys and the sons became young. After that, Bhakti Devi left Gujarat and then she went to Vrindavan. When she came to Vrindavan, the two sons, Gyan and Vairagya, Bhakti Devi became young and the two sons became old. Bhakti Devi started to cry. In this material life, when the parents get old and the children get young, but when Bhakti Devi came to Vrindavan, in Vrindavan, see, normally in the life the parents get old and the sons remain young. But when Bhakti Devi went to Vrindavan, in Vrindavan it was the opposite. The sons, Gyan and Vairagya, they grew older, but Bhakti Devi was young. They became so weak. The two sons became so ill that they couldn't even find the doctor. If somebody passes diarrhea or vomiting or passes too much urine, then the body becomes weak. So like that, the Bhakti Devi saw that the two sons became so weak. They couldn't even hear. Their eyes, their ears, they were a bit deaf and they couldn't even see. So Bhakti Devi started to call the sons, but they still didn't answer. They just speak a little bit and then they lie down because they just were so energyless. So Bhakti Devi said, "Arey, what happened to my two boy sons?" At that time, Narad Rishi was passing by, so he came. When Bhakti Devi saw Narad Rishi and had Narad Rishi's darshan, she started to cry. She said, "Please listen to my look." So Narad Rishi asks to Bhakti Devi, so Bhakti Devi told Narad Rishi. Bhakti Devi said, "I was born in Uttam, south. So the birth of Bhakti Devi is in south. In Sanskrit, the Tamil is called Tamal Putra. In Utpan, and then after that, when she came to Mysore, Maharashtra,
गुजरात में आने से
When I
मेरे
came to Gujarat,
शरीर कमजोरी हो गई
I became very
और
weak,
मेरे दो बेटा थे युवक हो गए।
and the two
फिर
sons
मैं
became
वृंदावन
young.
में जब आई तो
Now
बेटे
that
के
I've come to Vrindavan,
पुत्र के लेकर के
I came
मैंने
with my
बेटी पुत्र की
two
बताया
sons in Vrindavan, but now my sons
दो
are
बेटा
very, very weak,
रो
and I am young. So like that, I'm
तब
really
नारद ऋषि ने क्या
suffering.
किया उनकी
So she started to
कान में
cry.
वेद जो मंत्र दिया
So Narad
जगे
gave a Ved
यहाँ तक
mantra.
कि वर्णन है गीता की कथा भी सुनाया
Heard
गीता की जब उपदेश दिया सुनाया तो दो
Narad
बेटा जो
Rishi
है कुछ आंख खोले
was reciting Gita, that the two sons would just like listen for a little while, but then they were so weak and they would just lie down.
नारद ऋषि को देखता हूँ
Narad Rishi said
बद्रिकाश्रम की तरफ चले
he went to Badrik ashram.
क्या कौन
He met his four brothers, Saman, Sanatan Kumar,
उन्होंने भाइयों की बताया
and he explained this situation to the brothers.
तब उस समय
At that time,
चार कुमार चतुर्सन ने कहा
the four Kumaras said, the four brothers said, Narji, listen,
वैराग्य की जो है
Gyan and Vairagya,
इसको जगाने के लिए एक ही उपाय है
there's only one way to wake up the Gyan and Vairagya, that you let them listen to Srimad Bhagavatam.
करने से जीव की
After listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, they will get Sakti.
इसके दिखाते
Ritam Then Narad Rishi
वृंदावन में पधारे
came to Vrindavan.
वृंदावन में आते और आकर के नारद
After
ऋषि
that, Narad Rishi
उस भक्ति देवी के निकट
gave Bhakti Devi,
भागवत कथा श्रवण कराया।
spoke Bhagavad Katha.
की कथा में इतने
This is the power of Bhagavad Gita.
ज्ञान वैराग्य
Gyan and Vairagi,
जागृत हो जाते
they got up, they woke up.
भागवत में लिखा है
So in Bhagavatam is written,
जिसके हृदय में भक्ति
in their heart, in whose heart Bhakti Devi manifests,
वैराग्य से जब अधिक होगा।
Gyan and Vairagi automatically,
जिसके हृदय में
in whose heart,
वासुदेव भगवान के प्रति भक्ति जो
in whose heart Bhakti Devi is manifested,
ज्ञान ज्ञान और वैराग्य
then Gyan and Vairagya automatically manifest, automatically.
वृंदावन में ये एक रहस्य
But,
की बात है,
but to stay in Vrindavan,
जहाँ पर ज्ञान वैराग्य है,
there is Gyan and Vairagya in
ज्ञान
Vrindavan.
वैराग्य है, किंतु
But
वह प्रधान नहीं, prominent नहीं है,
it's not
भक्ति
prominent.
प्रधान है।
Bhakti is more prominent in Vrindavan.
वृंदावन में पधारे,
When Uddhav came to Vrindavan,
भगवान कृष्ण ने
Bhagwan
उद्धव को
Krishna
वृंदावन में भेजा।
will send Uddhav to Vrindavan.
उद्धव 2 टोकरी भर भर करके लाए थे, एक ज्ञान और वैराग्य।
Uddhav, when he came to Vrindavan, he had
ज्ञान और वैराग्य की टोकरी
two
भर करके
token,
वृंदावन में
two
लेकर
baskets,
आए।
one of Gyan and one of Vairagya.
ज्ञान के द्वारा गोपियों की
With the Gyan, he told the
सांत्वना
gopis,
देने के लिए प्रयास किया।
he tried to pacify the gopis with his Gyan knowledge, Gyan.
कष्ट हो, संत महात्मा आकर के क्या
Like
बोलते
in
हैं?
the sansar, in the sansar we are
ज्ञान की
suffering.
चर्चा करते हैं।
Then what
भाई
will
पानी
the
बिल्कुल हो गया,
Sant
वही
Sadhu
है।
come to you and tell you
जो
and
हो गया
explain
वो
to
भी
you
आएगा नहीं।
in Gyan,
यही तो दिया जाता है।
will come and give you
इस
Gyan
संसार में जो
and
कुछ
try
है,
and pacify you what you are suffering in this world.
तो क्या करो? Don't think the past.
In this suffering, we said whatever we have, it's gone. So we shouldn't think about past.
उसके बारे में छोड़ो।
Whatever has happened in the past, we have to let go.
तो उद्धव उसी प्रकार गोपियों के निकट
Uddhav,
ज्ञान की चर्चा की।
like that, Uddhav started to talk about Gyan to the gopis.
जैसे कोई एक व्यक्ति
If there is some,
अपने बेटा के लिए रो रहे हैं,
if somebody is crying for their own son, then what will you tell them?
उसके बेटा मनो मर गया।
Let's say if his
मर
son
जाने से
died.
इसको क्या कहोगे?
If the son has died, what will you?
शरीर से चले
What will
गए,
you? How will you
नहीं है,
pacify the parents?
तुम क्यों रोते?
Then we'll say, why are you crying?
और रोने से तुम्हारी कुछ लाभ नहीं।
By crying, you are not going to get your son back.
एक जंगल में दो
By crying, your suffering is not going to be abolished.
और उसी गुस्से में जो है वो कबूतरी है।
There was
उसका
one
अंडा
pigeon.
दे दिया और कुछ दिन के बाद वो
He
अंडे से
laid
फूट
2
गए।
eggs.
छोटे-छोटे
The pigeon laid
बच्चे
eggs.
हुए।
After the eggs hatched, the
वो
2
कबूतरी
baby
अपने
pigeons came up.
छोटे-छोटे नन्हे-मुन्ने
The pigeon,
बच्चे के जो है पालने लगे।
so pigeon, when the birds had, the eggs
दूर-दूर
hatched,
चले जाते थे।
and the little baby peaches, so what the pigeon used to do, pigeon used to go far away, get some grains,
अपने छोटे-छोटे
some
बच्चे
seeds
को
for the babies, and then he used to feed, the pigeon used to feed the baby pigeons.
छोटे-छोटे बच्चे।
So the
एक दिन कबूतर
The-
कबूतरी
pigeons were so small, their wings were not developed.
अपने घोंसले से उड़ करके
One day,
बहुत दूर चले गए।
from the nest, the pigeon
किलोमीटर आगे बढ़ गए।
flied very far away.
एक जंगल में
In the jungle,
और पेड़ पर बैठे हुए थे
there was,
कबूतर कबूतरी।
so
इस
the
समय
female pigeon and male pigeon were sitting on the on the branch of a tree. So when they saw under the tree,
चावल के जो है
there was so many seeds of wheat, chawal, all different grains.
कबूतरी कहने लगे देखो
The female
ये पर सुंदर
pigeon said,
चावल के दाना राइस।
there are so many beautiful, nice grains we got, nice grains of rice. Let's go and collect it.
कबूतर कहने लगे
So the male kabutar said, no, we shouldn't. This is a jungle.
तो कोई खेती नहीं करता।
Nobody does farming here. This is jungle. Jungle mein,
आने जाने की रास्ता भी नहीं है।
there is not even a road in jungle. Like,
ये भी तो नहीं है।
there is not even a pathway or road or anything.
आने जाने के लोग।
So there is no people here.
दाना कहाँ से आए?
So really, where did this chawal, the grains of the rice come?
जरूर कोई यहाँ पर शिकारी है।
So Zarur, he said that definitely there has to be a hunter around.
कोई यहाँ पर सूक्ष्म जाल जो है बिछा देता है।
Yeah, so they have so they have put chawal here,
इसके दाना
the grains here.
चलो हम नहीं
So no, so for that reason, no, let's not collect the grains, let's leave from here.
करके चावल की दाना आगे मतलब के दाल में कहाँ
So Yeah, so just because we see the grain here, does that mean we should collect and eat? No. This place,
कई एरिया पर
there
शिकारी
is
छुपे
there
हुए
is
हैं।
something. There is a hunter
कबूतरी
who's
कई
hiding
कहने लगी
there.
अरे तुम घुस जाती हो।
So the female pigeon
कुछ
said,
लोग जो है उनको कुछ
"Pigeon,
पीछा करने वाले हैं।
like men, they
ये
think,
करना उचित है, ये
they
करना
think
नहीं उचित।
what should be done and what should not be
आंख
done.
खुली जाती है
But the ladies,
जहाँ पर खाद्य सामग्री है, दाने हैं, उसको चुनना उचित है।
ladies don't think.
देखो
They will see the
कितने
grains,
सुंदर
they'll say,
चावल के
okay,
कण
chalo,
यहाँ पर पड़े हुए हैं।
let's,
चलो
so
हम
beautiful
चुनो,
chawal, that's nice.
उड़
So we
करके
should
चुन लें
collect it.
और हम लोग खाएंगे अपने छोटे-छोटे
And
नन्हे-मुन्ने
what we'll do
बच्चे
is
के
we'll
लिए।
eat the grains and take some for our baby pigeons.
कबूतर कहने लगे नहीं नहीं
So the male kabutar said, no,
जाना उचित नहीं है,
it's not,
मत जाओ,
no,
मत
we
जाओ।
shouldn't, you shouldn't go
क्योंकि कबूतरी
because there's danger.
बस
But what did the female do? She didn't listen. No, so she didn't listen to the male pigeon. And she went down and she started to collect the grains and started to eat grains. Just at the same time,
शिकारी
the hunter came.
वो पहली सी लाइनन होता है ना, सूक्ष्म जो
Like the net.
लाइनन के जो जाल होता है, वो तो
So
बिछा के रखा
the
है।
hunter had a net. He had already
और
put a net
कबूतर
there.
जब दाने के चावल के कण को दाने में जब चुनने लगे,
So the
और
pigeon,
शिकारी
as the
खूब
pigeon
से
started to
बस उसी को घेर
take
लिया।
the grain,
अब
the
कहने
hunter
लगे,
pulled the rope.
कबूतरी
And,
जाल के अंदर
and
में
so what happened to the pigeon?
चक्कर
She
पकड़ने
got
करने लगे।
trapped in the net.
कबूतर कहने लगे,
The
अरे
kabutar
कबूतरी,
said,
मैंने कहा था,
I said, so the male kabutar said,
मत
"Mat
जाओ,
jao."
सुनी।
So the male kabutar said, I told you not to go.
शिकारी अति शीघ्र आकर के तुमको मार डालेंगे और मुझे भी मार डालेंगे।
I told you not to go. But she
तुम मर
went,
जाओगी
you will
और
die.
मेरे छोटे-छोटे बच्चे भी
So all the babies will also die. The baby pigeons will also die.
एक दोनों अर्थात कबूतर कबूतरी जाल के बाहर और अंदर
So like that they started to talk to each other. One, the female pigeon was in the trap and the male pigeon was out of.
मैथिली जाति होने के नाते
So female, she said, what can I do? I got trapped with the Maya and I got trapped.
सर हमारे अंतिम मिलान ऐसे करके कबूतरी रोने लगी और
So I'm saying she started to cry.
चोंच में चोंच लगा करके
So like
कबूतर कबूतरी एक
touching
दूसरे
beak by beak, they separated. They were so attached to each other.
देखा कि कबूतर कबूतरी एक जाल के अंदर है एक जाल के बाहर है जब मुंह में एक दूसरे
So it's like with the beaks they were touching each other and they were saying, talking.
तीर से
What did the hunter do? He with the arrow, he killed the other pigeon as well.
पान ऐसे लगा और कबूतर
Mar gaya. So the kabutar left his body
अंत में शिकारी
at the end.
आकर के कबूतर और कबूतरी पे अर्थात जाल के अंदर में
Once the hunter picked up the female, both the pigeons, picked up both the pigeon and tied up and put them in the fire to cook.
और फिर कबूतर उन्होंने क्या की वैद ने क्या की फिर अनुसंधान करने लगे इसके घोंसला कहाँ है।
So then the hunter thought, what? Let me see where the nest is. So he found the nest of the pigeons and the baby pigeons were there, and also picked up the baby pigeons and put them also in the fire. So what is the purport of this katha?
इस प्रकार इस संसार में
This is what our sansar, material life is. We are so attached to the material life and the maya, and then we live our body.
जब किसी कोई दुख में पड़ते हैं उसका
Somebody is suffering,
ये ज्ञान और विराग की कथा सुनाते हैं।
somebody who is in suffering, then we give them jnana and vairagya katha.
मथुरा से द्वारका चले गए।
When Krishna left
तब गोपियां ब्रजवासी
Vrindavan and went to Mathura, gopis were crying.
उद्धव महाराज
Gopis were feeling so much pangs of separation. So Krishna sent Uddhav to go and pacify the gopis.
मध्योनाम गोपी गोपीनाम मत मत संदेश गई विमोच भगवान कहने लगे उद्धव
Pro- Krishna said to Uddhav, go to Vrindavan and go to my mother and father, Jashoda and Nandaji, and my Prannath Gopiyo, go and pacify them.
उद्धव बधाई
When Uddhav came,
उद्धव ब्रज में रहे
Uddhav stayed in Vrindavan
और ब्रजवासियों के भाव प्रेम को दर्शन किया
and he saw the prem, the gopis and the Jashoda and Maya had. He saw how much prem, love they had.
और उसको देख करके उद्धव
When Uddhav saw them, Uddhav is a great Jnani.
दो टोकरी भर करके लाए थे क्या क्या चीज
What did Jnana and Vairagya? He brought two.
उस ब्रजवासियों के निकट
At that time,
उद्धव ज्ञान वैराग्य की कथा सुनाया
Uddhav told them a katha of Jnana and Vairagya.
गोपियों ने अंत में क्या बोले
The gopi said,
हे उद्धव
hey Uddhav,
एक तुमने जो कुछ भी कहा
whatever you've said,
है
that is true.
किंतु देखो हमारे मन तो एक है
But we have only one mind.
किंतु वो मन कृष्ण के साथ चलेगी
But our mind has gone to Krishna. We don't have two minds. Ek. We only have one mind.
एक ही मन था
The mind
कृष्ण के साथ चले
that is gone to Krishna.
और तुमने जो कुछ ज्ञान वैराग्य की कथा के सुनाया
That you taught us Vairagya's katha.
मन है ही नहीं
That's why we think we don't even have mind. We don't even have mind.
तब पादमूला पादम न चलती तब पादमूला गोपियां भी कृष्ण के निकट यही बात कही
Gopi said to Krishna, hey Govind, but hey Govind, our mind is with you.
इसे तुम्हारे चरण से हम कहाँ चले जाएंगे
So where can we go?
मन को तुमने
Where can we go? Live in your lotus feet.
एक मन जो
One mind. We only have one mind. That's already
ज्ञान वैराग्य के लिए काम नहीं है
given to Krishna.
इसलिए गोपी ने कहती
That's why Gopi
उद्धव
said,
के टोकरी से जो ज्ञान वैराग्य था ये
you
मानो
know, the Jnana and Vairagya that Uddhav had,
गुदड़ी है फटे फटे गुदड़ी का
like, it's like a potli.
फटे फटे से
It's like torn clothes. Potli.
कपड़े का टुकड़ा होता है
Oh, it's like,
गर्मी के समय जैसे कमल बन जाता है
yeah, it's like torn cloth. It's torn cloth.
अथवा जो हम उसे गुदड़ी का है
It's called gujri, torn cloth,
बोले तुम ऐसे ज्ञान की गुदड़ी लेकर के आए हैं
You've come,
गोपी ने क्या की
you come here with the torn clothes of Gyan here.
जमुना में डाल दिया
What did the gopis do? He threw the torn cloth in the Yamuna. So in other words, the Gyan,
हरी समुद्र में
so that torn cloth just went into the rivers and went to Jagannath Puri. So Gyan and Vairagya is not in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is of bhakti. It's the place of bhakti. Bhakti stays in the heart because bhakti is love.
प्रेम जहाँ पर होता है प्रेम
Wherever there is prem,
कोई ज्ञान वैराग्य के कारण ही स्थापित होता है
wherever there is prem, Jnana and Vairagya is not needed.
आप प्रेम करते हैं
If you love somebody,
प्रेम एक नहीं देखता है बात नहीं देखती है
prem doesn't
ये अच्छे है कि बुरे
prem doesn't see whether this is good or bad.
प्रेम विचार नहीं करता
Prem doesn't think.
प्रेम अंधा का है
Prem is blind.
यदि प्रेम को भी विचार नहीं करते इसके पास ज्ञानी हो विद्वान हो
That's
ये
why
धनवान हो
you
इसकी
know,
ऐसे जान करके
when you think, oh, he's got Gyan, he's Dhanwan, he's rich, he's well knowledge, then I will love him.
ये धनी
That is because he's wealthy.
धन इसके पास है
He's got a lot of wealth.
करूं
That's why
क्या मिलेगा
if I love him, then I'll get wealth. That is not love. That's swathi, that's selfish.
जो सार्थक के द्वारा प्रेम वृद्धि करते हैं
In selfish,
वो प्रेमी प्रेम
if you love somebody for your selfish reasons, that's not love.
और प्रेमी का कभी एक गुण नहीं देखता है
When there is pure love, the you don't see the qualities of in a person.
प्रेमी जो होता है वो प्रेम देखता है
Prem, somebody who loves somebody only sees love and love, nothing else.
आनंद प्रदान करता
Love is full of bliss.
है गोपियां कृष्ण के साथ क्यों प्रेम
Gopi, why did the gopis love Krishna?
Why Krishna? Why gopis? They love Krishna. What is the reason? Krishna बहुत सुंदर था.
Because Krishna is very beautiful. He had so much good qualities. His gun. Krishna is good, beautiful. Leela Madhavi. That's why Krishna. No. Is that why Krishna gopis used to love Krishna? No, not for that reason. If they knew no, it's not the reason that because Krishna is beautiful, he's got all the qualities. Not for that reason gopis did not love. Because if the gopis loved for that reason, then it's not love. But gopis had what? They had spontaneous love. Premi, a lover does not see whatever love we have in this material love is caused with a reason. Like in the jungle, there's fruit in the tree. They make a nest in the tree. Because why? Because there is fruit on the tree. When the trees are destroyed, then what happens? Then the pigeons also leave, or the birds leave that place. The deers live in the jungle as long as there's nice grass, there's something to eat. As long as if that jungle is burnt in fire, then what would the deers do? Deers will also leave that place. So what is the love between the deer and the forest is only for their own personal reason. Even the birds have love for the trees only for their own personal reason. That is the nature of the love in this material world. What is the relationship between Raja and the citizens? The same. As soon as the Raja leaves the throne, then the citizens have no respect or no relationship with that king. Just like in the school, the teacher, also the student and the teacher, while they are teaching their relationship stays, as soon as he gets his qualification, then the student also leaves in school and then he also forgets the teacher. The relationship doesn't stay after that. Like a school studies, once he's done the PhD or MSc, PSc, and then he starts working, then that student is not really going to even think about the teacher. Just as long as he was studying in the school, then the student was paying respect to the teacher all the time. But as soon as he gets the certificate, then he leaves the school. This relationship between students and then is not true. It's just for selfish reason. Like a prostitute. The prostitute loves the customer because as long as he's got money. But when the man gets penniless, then what will the prostitute do? A prostitute will throw him out from the house. So just like that, so the gopis are saying to Krishna, our love is not like this. It's not that because we love Krishna not because he's beautiful. We don't want that. The love we have for Krishna is causeless. What did Uddhav spoke to them was about Gyan. But the love is such, there is no place for Gyan and Vairagya. That is what Vrindavan, beautiful Vrindavan is. There is only love and lover. Just that love lights up the chant can
मथुरा, मथुरा से द्वारका
Like
चले
that,
गए।
Krishna left Mathura.
पेट को नवीनीकरण करने के लिए। नवीनीकरण समझते हो? क्या?
Ever fresh.
एवर फ्रेश करने, नवीनीकरण।
So Krishna is always ever fresh.
प्रेम ऐसे होता
The
है,
love is always ever fresh.
उसके विरह के कारण वो प्रेम और भी
In separation, what happens to the love? Love even gets greater.
दूसरी सुगंध होता है, आनंद और होता है।
Then the Anand gets even more and more Anand.
विप्रलंबेन
Vipralamba.
सबको पुष्टि
If there is no separation, then there is no me.
जिस प्रकार सफेद कपड़े को
You know, it's like a white cloth. If you put in a dye, the more you put in the water of color, the color of the cloth will get more and more deeper color. Just like that, the more the love gets more condensed. The more it gets thicker and thicker, the anand, the greater the bliss and anand. Just like that, Krishna left Vrindavan. Krishna left Vrindavan, went to Mathura, and then came back to Mathura. And Krishna did all Ras Leelas. Then he came. Then with the gopis he went back to Nitya Golok Vrindavan. Ki Jai. Jai Shri Radhe.
Oh